Ah, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is I, the diligent, vigilant, meticulous, sagacious, conscientious, analytical, methodical individual, the Chiseled Adonis, and we are back in Hold My Nugget Studios once again. Ladies and gentlemen, for one more round of 32 live FIFA World Cup game highlight commentary. It is Norway and the Ivory Coast. We're going to have ourselves a good time, man. We're going to have ourselves a good time. I done clicked the wrong air horn. I got the echo on. My bad. I got the echo on. All right. Norway, Ivory Coast. Let it be known in the chat right now who you guys got coming out on top. The echo's off, right? Yeah, the echo's off. The echo's off. But what's going down? What's going down? Hopefully you guys had yourself a great day. Yesterday was a legendary day for football. Let me tell you something right now. It was one of the most entertaining days in soccer that we have watched. But here we go with a day number 2. Looking forward to all of the games. We will be live for everyone. So whenever somebody pops into the chat, let them know, yes, we are going live for all of the games. Now, hopefully, we don't have a scenario where we see ourselves go into penalty shootouts. But if that happens, more entertainment for us. The downside is it's more strain on my voice. I anticipate by the time that Friday rolls around, I will not have a voice nonetheless. So there is that. Here comes Norway looking to see if they can strike here. Oh, Haaland tried to see if he could get himself a strike, or I should say a score there on the header. It's no good, and it's sent out. Where's LeBron going to Golden State? So I am looking forward to today. It is going to be a magnificent day. A Holland brace today? Okay, did I drink some tea? No, I did not, but I will be getting some. Most likely by halftime, I'll go and I'll get myself some tea, because Lord knows I will need it. Gemini in the building, what's going on? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Where are you all in the world? Where are my people located in the world here? I know we have ourselves a global audience thus far. So, Dwayne said best commentary in Twitch history. Why, thank you very much. That is high praise right there. I appreciate that. I will be live for U.S. and Bosnia. The only game that I will be missing this week will be Egypt and Australia on Friday. Every other game, I will be live. Unless there's any sort of sanctions that I happen to incur, I should be live. And even if I'm not live on all of the platforms that I'm usually live on, I will be live somewhere. So I will be live for every game with the exception of Egypt and Australia, and primarily it's just the second half. I'll be live for the first half, but then I have engagements that I have to attend to, so I won't be able to be live for the second half, but I'll be there for the first half. Argentina and Cape Verde later on that evening, I will return and we will go live for that. Ivory Coast is going to send it out the back. I believe this should be a goalie kick here for Norway. If Norway got their toe on that, that'd be a corner, but it doesn't seem as if that's the case. Michael in the building, what's going on? Immortal said, first time getting into soccer and your live stream is what helped you educate you. Your charisma and is engaging, and you're a fan of the game now because of you. Why, thank you very much. First off, that's incredible that you're watching soccer primarily because of my enthusiasm. Because for one, I have to do a much better job at being a football soccer fan. Because I primarily consume the international, play games. So Copa America, I watch that every, 4 years. And then furthermore, 2 years. And then the Gold Cup, I watch that as well. And then, of course, the World Cup. But I've got to get into Champions League. I got to get into Premier League. I've got to get into the AFCON, league. CONCACAF, if I have an opportunity to go into, well, then again, that's just the Gold Cup. But all of the different leagues, I gotta get much more, well versed in it. So I apologize for being a noob, but I'm overjoyed that I was able to get you, into soccer there. Matt said you're live from the International Space Station. Quiffy said you got engaged to my channel through the shorts earlier this year. Hey, W Shorts. Shout out to the engagement. We've also passed 500 million views. I think we passed it actually a couple of weeks ago, but shout out to the community. Over 500 million views just on YouTube. But this year alone, I think I'm closing in on 1 billion. I got to go and take a look at the, not on YouTube, but closing in on 1 billion across all social media platforms. But I'm unpublished on Facebook at the moment. So right now, I'm not even sure if they give me my analytics, but I'm trying to get that back up and firing. If not, I'm probably going to have to make another Facebook page because it's crazy to not tap into that market, but it is what it is. So we're trying to grow and build with what we got. Trying to grow and build with what we got. South Carolina says Virgo Kid. Black Freakazoid said you're in Sacramento, Carolina. Gemini said you're in Mississippi. Dwayne said you're in New York. Yash Killer also in New York. My fellow you New York is in the building. JJ said he's in the A. Stunts is out there in Toronto. Quiffy out in India. Noah's in California. Sebastian's out in Maine. All right. Got folks all over the place. We got folks all over the place. Carl's said they better hire you for commentary at the Amazon Prime, dude. Well, I would hope. What's the Amazon Prime do? Or hire me for commentary for Amazon Prime. Oh my God, that was a great opportunity there, but unfortunately just missed it. I'm trying to upload another reel just regarding the World Cup up on social media across the board right now, so bear with me. Oh, I have to sneeze. Excuse me. All right. Ivory Coast right now trying to get themselves a score. Oh, great denial right there from Norway, not allowing a score there. By the way, the comment section thus far, or I should say the chat room thus far, is leaning heavily more towards Norway. Chocolate Girl said you're in Cincinnati. I Am said you're in Houston. I just booked my flight to go down to Houston for DreamCon next week, literally earlier today. I have to get my hotel. Oh, Ivory Coast had a good opportunity there, trying to set it towards the middle, but a denial coming from the Norwegians denying a score. This will be a corner, the first one of the game for Norway. Oh, thank you very much for those who said bless you. Thank you very much. Junior said you in Brooklyn. We're bringing it, bringing the hood to you. Bringing it, what you gonna do? Am I gonna stream GTA 6? Absolutely, I will. There's no scenario where I'll miss out on that. And I have to make sure I play GTA 6 because there are some fallen individuals who unfortunately didn't get that opportunity to play the game. So it's only right that I have to make sure that I have the I go and I play that game. Here's a corner opportunity here for the Ivory Coast. Oh, they overshot it. Oh my God, they just overshot it. They needed to take that back just a little bit and could have had a better attempt there on the goal. Pink Marble. Oh my Lord, you better change your doggone channel name. Pink Marble for 5-1 said, Adonis, you still stacking or still taking L's in Pokemon and Marble Racing? Mwahaha, you are my ops, all right? You are my ops. I hope you have an ingrown toenail and it hurts over the course of the next 48 minutes. Gear Trail for 5-1 said, your heart goes to Verbruggen. The Dutch goalkeeper. That second penalty should have been blocked, but somehow snuck in. Indeed. But then unfortunately for the Dutch, they had 3 attempts, or I should say 2 attempts, because Somerville actually got blocked. But 2 of their attempts on goal, they just completely missed the doggone goal. But yeah, it's very unfortunate when you get the block, but it still bounces off the back of your leg, and then bam, it goes into the net. Brutal. Ricky Styles for 5-1 said, you've been following me for what feels like a decade, brother. Glad to see you're growing as much as you have. Much love from Dallas, Texas. Viva Mexico. I appreciate you. And shout out to the long time support. I appreciate that. Red said, thoughts on Raw last night? Decent episode, but the Seth and Roman thing, legitimately, somebody in the comment section said it was primarily taped for the promo package, and that's exactly what it felt like. Did not need to have that incredibly long, drawn-out promo for a program that the story already wrote itself, and we've already revisited this literally 3 years ago. So why are we, or 2 years ago, sorry, why are we revisiting this again in this fashion to try to package it you know, the same way and market it as if it's differently. It's not. All right, Norway. Oh my God, Holland was. Oh boy, Holland was right there. He had his chance. He had his chance too, but unfortunately, Ivory Coast had that scouted and said, not today. They had that scouted and said, not today. Izzy, what's going on? One last time's probably why. I have no problem with it, but just don't try to, you know, present it as if we don't already know what's going on. Seth Roman one last time feels like SummerSlam 2022 with Brock and Roman. Michael, what's going down? Cole Bundy is the first one to say, let's go Ivory Coast. You're the first one to say, let's go Ivory Coast. Finally, there's somebody who's there for the Ivory Coast. Anybody else believe the Ivory Coast can get the victory? We saw only one upset thus far because Morocco and the Netherlands were literally a space apart in the world rankings in that top 10. So that would by no means was an upset. But Paraguay taking down Germany certainly was. Oh, there's a beautiful oh my God, you got to send that one across the field there. Dirk Nowitzki's in the building. I mean, he's got nobody else to go and cheer for because his German squad got eliminated. So he said, to hell with everything else. I'm here to go and tune into the game. Holland is the future GOAT. All right, here comes Norway. Denial. They're able to go retain possession, but unfortunately, Ivory Coast is taking it back. We're already at the 12.5-minute area here. Jalen Jones spamming heart. You don't got to keep spamming, Jalen Jones. You don't got to keep spamming. It's okay. You drop a comment here and there. You ain't got to keep spamming, brother. It's all right. You ain't got to keep spamming. Keep in mind, Holland in this Golden Boot race is tied with, I believe, 3 other people for the Golden Boot, if I'm not mistaken. It is Dembele, Mbappe, Vinny, and Holly. Yeah. So he's tied with those 3. I don't think somebody else has 4. Messi has 6, and then, you know, the list follows from there where you have Harry Kane, who has 3, and then a couple of other individuals who happen to have 3 as well. You told everybody yesterday Paraguay was going to win, says NWO Cole. Or I should say NW Cole. Berto. Indeed. LeMay said you have a Norwegian cruise coming up next week, and you use Ivory and Coast soap. I see what you did there. Cryptid Prince said absolute scorcher out here, feeling 103, 105 degrees at work, thankfully. Got me to make the day easier. Hopefully I can make it easier. Very unfortunate that it's on fire outside, so I'm sorry to hear that. Rooting for all your African teams, says Ben Uzi. All right, I like to hear that. All right, wait, hey, man, what are you doing? That's a very dangerous pass right there for the Ivory Coast. They should have just sent that, you know, launched it down the field and flipped, you know, the possession there. Very dangerous pass. If Holland was able to get his head up, he could have messed around and stole that ball right there. Both teams trying to jockey for position thus far. It's been relatively even. We've only had 1 shot apiece from both squads. I believe this should be a corner opportunity here for Ivory Coast. Son was upset. He looking at the ref like, the fuck? What took you so long to blow the whistle? What are you doing? All right, Ivory Coast got their first corner of this game. Son was not happy about that. He looking at the referee like, hey, man, what's gonna take you how long is it gonna take you to blow the whistle for the foul? He's over here damn near molesting me over here. All right, we reached the 15th minute. Ivory Coast with their first corner. It's not going to go in their favor. It's getting denied. Oh, good push now here from Norway, trying to see if they can go and take advantage right there of that run. Pink Marble for 5 wants to say, hey, Adonis, I miss your last super. Also rooting for the U.S. and Mexico. We shall see. Oh, no, I didn't miss it. It's just up there. You put 5 said you have a theory in the balloon dice videos. What if the cheating guy is the daddy of the kid who's always raging and punching the other 2 kids? Well, if that happens to be the case, we need that whole bloodline liberated. All right, somebody get Blackbeard on the phone. Liberation! They need to be gone. All right, they need to be gone expeditiously. Red said it feels like 109 in Baton Rouge. That is terrible. I've noticed in countless different comment sections. That is terrible. 109, very, very hot outside. Does he see some blood like last night? The ref is swallowing the whistle. Potentially, that'll end up being the situation. That'll probably end up being the situation. By the way, the Haiti video, still getting finished. So if this game doesn't go to extra time, we can just go right into finishing out the Haiti video because the goal is to have that done and posted, you know, today. So that's still there to get released. I've been working on it all morning, seeping through a bunch of old videos to go and get that posted. DJ Rell in the building. What's going on? Is gonna cook in the North VA tomorrow. Yeah, they said Wednesday is when that heat wave is supposed to hit. So tomorrow in Thursday in New York is gonna be Jesus Christ. Thursday it's 92, Friday 94, Saturday 93, but it says it's gonna be thunderstorms that will be rolling, so that's not very fun. Ivory Coast has scored first in every match thus far in this tournament. Let's see if they can keep that streak going here. Ivory Coast currently inside the box. Oh, great pass, great pass. Oh my God. You gotta reset. He's out. They're gonna blow that whistle. He's out. It's going the other way. Oh my God. The Ivory Coast had a legitimate opportunity right there. They're applying very good pressure. They're getting good penetration inside of the defense of Norway. If you see how they're attacking the box, right? Was he offsides? No, he wasn't. They've got 4 men inside the box right here. Once he has it at the elbow, he could have, it's a good pass, but his teammate could have had a better pass, you know, on the inside there. Either he could have taken the shot from that space or go for the pass, but he just had a bad pass there on that last one. Angela in the building, what's going on? Very good ball movement there from the Ivory Coast, but I've been saying this all tournament long, and we saw it last night with the Netherlands and Morocco, and then again in the game between Paraguay and Germany. Even if you're not a striker, if you will, sometimes when you have a rare, unique opportunity and have a good look on goal, I know it's not your place. Take the shot. This here is the elimination knockout stage. There's going to be moments in which you may not be the person who's called to be the hero, but damn it, you've got to seize the moment. When it's there for you, you swing that leg and you try to get yourself a doggone goal to get your country on the board. There will be times where you have a rare opportunity. We saw it literally in the Canada game. We saw it in the Brazil and Japan game. We saw it again in the Germany, game. And then last night in the Morocco and Netherlands game. Ooh, a denial right there from the Ivory Coast. They're saying you guys will not score here, and it's going to be a corner opportunity for Norway. I ain't gonna hold you, fam. Like this is a very, very, very offensive-minded game thus far, and we've been seeing way more, opportunities inside the box in this first 20 minutes than we've seen in the last 3 games, truly. You in the AC? Yeah, the Germany fought. Ta had his fucking game winner removed because they were offside, or I should say, pardon, there was a contact with the goalie, so that's ultimately what cost them. Ivory Coast once again. Oh my God, he's got a chance. No, he just missed it. Oh my Lord, he just missed it. Oh my God. Good ball movement. Got right past the defender, and it went just off wide left of the left post. Very, 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 very good opportunity, but just missed it. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. Lil G said, do I know who's playing after this game? We know. Also, I was able to find the Mbappe song that they have. Dictator Mbappe. That shit's hilarious. That shit's hilarious. They got a whole Dictator Mbappe song. Where did it even come from? Was it just his time in PSG to where it started? Where did it start? I need to know the full-on lore of Dictator Mbappe. All right, we got a minute and a half before we go to this first hydration break. So we'll see if somebody can mess around and make a move here. It started last year? Okay. Yeah, it went out. They're gonna have to get that corner opportunity. This will be the last opportunity before the break. This will be the last opportunity before the break. Still happy that Paraguay knocked Germany out of the World Cup. You don't know about that Mbappe song? Holland song. You like too? Someone mentioned it. Okay, I haven't heard that one. All right, here we go. This is the first official corner for Norway. I could have swore they had a corner before. I guess not. But first official corner here for Norway. Let's see if they can take advantage just before the hydration break denied from the Ivory Coast. We're about to get the whistle right now. Yeah, Ivory Coast cleared it. They're gonna blow the whistle. They're gonna blow the whistle. Oh boy, they had a big time collision there, right there in the middle of the field, and it looks like they're trying to call to see if they can get a yellow card. They're fighting for the ball, and if anything, it would go against Norway. But I don't think that warrants a yellow card. You're not going to get that whistle for that. Mans is still on the ground here, but the moment he gets up, they fixing to go and blow that whistle for that hydration break. We about to get the hydration break right now. Nobody is surging towards potentially, being able to strike and get themselves a goal. Whistle. Ref, hey man, blow the whistle. What you waiting for? Hydration break. David Batum said thoughts on the LeBron news. We all saw this coming. We all saw this coming. Ivory Coast gaining. Hydration break is going to stall that momentum. Well, technically, they kind of on the other end once it went towards Norway, they kind of lost that momentum there. There's a Holland song on deck. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me go find it.
King is now following.
There's a Holland song. Let me see. There's a Holland song. Ha ha. This is it. Hold on, wait a minute. This is it. Oh, y'all can't hear it. That's the song there. Yeah, they score. They score. I'll play it. They score. I'll play it. Lynn. They score. I'll play it. I got you. Man, it's gonna be a good day for football, man. They said you look like Liverpool. Where do I think LeBron's going? Most likely going over to. I think he's probably gonna end up going to Golden State, but I don't know. All right, here we go. We are back from the hydration break, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Dictator Mbappe. Nathan, what's going on? Taco said, what do I think about the World Cup so far, and who do I think is winning the whole thing? Right now, I have Argentina, France, Spain, and my dark horse is Colombia. But so far, it's been amazing. It's been amazing. Gemini said I should host my own TV show. I make a excellent Mac. Oh, MC. Why, thank you very much. I mean, I'd like to say I'm working on it, but for those who've been around for quite some time, me and networks and organizations, we don't mesh very well. But I have to give it a shot, heavily this year. So I'm gonna try my best to have to play the game, if you will, and see where I can go. Joe Eagles. Oh, you missed the stream yesterday, so you didn't get a chance to hear the real time reaction, but it's devastating, like everybody. So there's that, Mr. King. Yes. And stay tuned. The video should be dropping later today. We gotta wait until the France game to drop that Mbappe, dictator Mbappe. Oh my God! Damn. Ivory Coast had a chance right there, and then Norway, low-key, could have messed around and own gold themselves. Oh, they had an opportunity right there, and it's going to be a corner, fam. Let me tell you something right now. Ivory Coast is knocking on the door now. Ivory Coast is knocking on the door now. Mbappe got to get out of here, fam. Mbappe keep trying to get into this goddamn stream. Mbappe got to relax. All right. Here comes the third corner opportunity here for the Ivory Coast. They've been knocking on the door all game long. They had momentum just before the hydration break. Can they now take advantage post-hydration break and find the back of the net? Corner attempt was a failure. Yet another crosser opportunity. Oh, my God. He just overshot his mans. Oh, my Lord, son. They had numbers there. Fam, I'll tell you something right now. Norway's defense incredibly weak. Norway's defense incredibly weak. Oh, my God. Norway's defense incredibly weak because Ivory Coast ain't nothing to scoff at. These dudes ain't no damn slouches by any estimation. But Norway's defense incredibly weak, fam. How is Ivory Coast penetrating the box damn near, 60% of their possessions thus far? They found themselves inside the box. Norway's going to need to do something on the other end to make up for their lack of defense. Here we go. Norway's got a legitimate opportunity. You got to take a strike right here. Oh, my God. This man is chopping with the damn ball. You got to strike a strike. Somebody's got to shoot, son. You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. Ivory Coast, make them pay. Make them pay. Pepe coming back down the other way. Oh, great fucking move. Great fucking move. Good pass. You got to be there. Oh, no. This is a game of inches. Where's Al Pacino when you need him, son? It's the 6 inches in front of your face. Pause. Where is Al Pacino when you need him? This is a game of inches. They are this far away from a goal on their 4 last crossers. They're this far away from a goal. Are you serious? Good God. One more Mbappe. We're going to have a whole lot of Mbappes in the game in a little bit of time. Is going to be another corner here for the Ivory Coast. Oh, Micah Parsons is in the house. All right, here we go. Another corner opportunity here for the Ivory Coast. Haaland is going to knock that one out and say, you will not score right here. Let's see if Ivory Coast can take advantage. No, they're not. They're going to end up losing possession. They're going to go and retain it right back. That ball's going out the back, and it's going to end up being Norway ball. We're now approaching the 31st minute of this game. Yeah, that was Micah Parsons who happened to be in the building. Good God. Jeez Louise, man. All right, Ivory Coast with the header back is going to end up going out. This is going to be Norway ball. Where is the Ivory Coast? Where exactly is Ivory? Well, it's in Africa. I think Ivory Coast is in West Africa, correct? It should be near Ghana because Africa has like this loop. Well, it's not really a loop, but the sea, if you will, of Africa. So it's like Ghana is on that west side. Oh, it is West Africa. Okay, because I know at the south you have South Africa, and then you have Zimbabwe, Algeria, Niger, and then towards the no, Liberia is more towards the top end area. I'm sorry with geography. I'm fucking up. What else is on west side? Nigeria is there on the west side area. So there's that. Okay, here comes the Ivory Coast. They're once again in the box, and they're going to be denied. They're going to get another corner situation. Oh, Algeria is all the way up north. So what's down? Oh, it's pronounced Niger. Okay. So if it's not Algeria, then what is it that's between Zimbabwe and damn, what's fuck? Oh my god, I'm drawing a blank. I don't want to look it up. Oh my god. There's something that's Chad and Sudan. Thank you. Fucking Chad and Sudan. God damn it. Chad and Sudan is more towards the right-hand side just above South Africa, correct? All right, yet another corner chance here for Ivory Coast. Oh, it's a very low corner. They're not going to be able to get that header that they were looking for, but they're maintaining possession. You got to try to see if you can make a pass. They're going to have to reset it, send it back out. They're out the box now. They're out the box now. Very good dribbling there from the Ivory Coast. Very good dribbling there from the Ivory Coast. Another denial, and it's going to be a corner. Chad and Sudan is up north? I thought they were more... Oh, Mozambique is down south. You know what? Let me pull up the map. Because now I'm getting mad. Let me see here. Africa map. Let's see here. So, fucking Nam. Well, how would you pronounce that? Namibia? Fucking Botswana! God damn it, it's Botswana! It's fucking Botswana! Fuck! Fucking Mozambique and Botswana, they're right there. I'm upset. You forgot Botswana. Oh my god. Okay. Angola. Tanzania is up there as well. There's the Congo. Cameroon. I thought Cameroon and Kenya were reversed. Uganda, Central Africa, Chad, Sudan, Egypt, Libya, Tanzania. Okay. Morocco there. All right. Senegal's on the west. Cape Verde is just on the west-hand side there on its own island. Sierra Leone, Liberia, Ghana. That makes sense. Fucking Kenya. I always thought Kenya was on like the western side of that central area of Africa. Oh, Niger's all the way up there. Huh. Libya, Algeria up there. The more you know. And there it is. Oh my God. I'm so fucking frustrated. I forgot Botswana. I'm always forgetting Botswana. Namibia. Namibia. That's how it's pronounced. Namibia. All right. Well, here we are. We have ourselves we have ourselves a geography lesson here. Cristiano Ronaldo's dad is Cape Verdean. The more you know. All right, now we are here at the 36th minute of this game. We're probably only going to get maybe at best 3 minutes extra time. Holland's going to get a strike here on a header, but not able to go and get it into the net. Easy save right here for the Ivory Coast. Oh, Holland has scored in 12 consecutive competitive matches. Nijar. Bakuda is actually out here live from Namibia. Well, what do you know? Hello. Togo is there too. Yeah, I gotta go to Africa. I'm probably the first place I'll probably end up going in Africa, funny enough, could potentially be the Seychelles, but it just depends. I'll end up there on a vacation. If I can, because it's incredibly expensive, but I do have some points that I can go and leverage. And towards the tail end of the year, I'm probably gonna take a big trip, hiatus, maybe for like two weeks or so. So I'll just have to figure out where it is that I'll go. Oh boy, yo, Ivory Coast just fell asleep a little bit, fam. They're allowing Norway to go make a little bit of a surge here. Oh, a great recovery to deny the shot. Remember what I was saying a little bit earlier. Sometimes when you're in a position, you got to just go take a shot. Forget the right pass. When it's there for you, sometimes you got to just go ahead and take a shot. And that's what Norway attempted to do, but the Ivory Coast cut them out. Don't go to, if you go to Africa, don't let them scam you. No. When I was in Europe, I didn't allow them to go and scam me. After the football season, there's no guarantee that it'll be after the football season. I think it'll probably end up happening in December. It'll probably end up happening in December during the football season. All right, here we go. What do you have here if you're Norway trying to see who can gain the advantage here in this game? It's still tied at 0-0. Norway got to have a chance. Good shot. He's got it. What a magnificent goal. What a kick. What a score, what a strike, and Norway's on the board. I told you, they were itching for an opportunity to go and get themselves a goal, and finally, it's able to be there for them. They constantly spent the entire time trying to find the right pass, but this the World Cup. Sometimes you just got to take a shot, and it connects off the heads of Ivory Coast. They feeling it in the cabeza because Norway just got themselves a 1-0 lead with a massive goal. What a score there for Norway. They are on the board. It's Nusa with the score, and it's a 1-0 lead over the Ivory Coast. Where's the Norwegians who's gotten inside of that boat, and they're about to loo right into the lead. Norway takes the lead. What a score. What a score. Norway's on the board. Norway's on the board. Get the applause for them. Get the applause for them. And it was a brother who got the job done. Noosa with the score. Norway on the board. Here we're approaching the 41st minute. Norway giving chase yet again. Norway once again threatening, seeing if they can take advantage. Oh, Holland had a chance to make it a 2-0 lead. Just missed his opportunity. Oh, boy. That would have broke things wide open. That have broke things wide open. That was about to break things wide open. Fresh off of Noosa's goal, Norway on the attempt from Holland. The failure results in yet another corner. And oh boy, they are really, really applying pressure right now. They are really applying pressure right now. First off, that should have been a foul on the Ivory Coast. That man is legitimately hugging him. They're legitimately hugging him. There should have been a foul that happened right there. Lanky Brock Lesnar. They certainly do favor each other. Goalie black too. A lot of black athletes out here for all the nations indeed. All right, now I think we'll probably end up getting about 4.5 minutes here of extra time. Ooh. You saw our brother, the Japanese goalie as well. Yeah, Suzuki, he was out there. All right, so let's see if they're able to go and get themselves a score here just before the end of the half. Norway trying to take advantage. There's Noosa, who had the goal earlier, not able to go and take advantage. Here comes the Ivory Coast, who've been penetrating the box all day long as if they were fresh out of a brothel, but nothing's there for them. Back on their feet again. Ivory Coast trying to go and reset, dribbling through the defense. Nothing's there for you. It's going to be a goalie out here kick. Look at the Norwegian fans on their feet, jumping, vertical jump and leaps on display here. Here we go. We're now approaching the 44th minute. Yet another corner opportunity for the Ivory Coast. It's denied. Absolutely. Hakeem Olajuwon swatted the fuck out of here. You know, Holland does look like Super Boo. I ain't gonna hold you. Yes, sir. Yeah, I think you was cooking with that. You were cooking with that. I see it. Holland does look like Super Boo. We'll find out how much extra time they're going to give us in about 30-some seconds. But it's Pepe now with yet another corner opportunity for the Ivory Coast, trying to even up the score at 1 apiece. There's the boot, a magnificent swing, but nothing's there for them. They're trying to bait a penalty. You're not going to get it. Did I see how the Mexican fans were keeping the Ecuadorians up all night? Yeah, I did see that. I did see that. All right, we've made it to the 45th minute. Let's find out just how much time of extra time they're going to give them. Oh, he's going to go down. I think they're going to give him a free kick, and I think we're probably going to get a yellow card there on Noosa. I think they're going to go and get a yellow card there on Noosa. And yes, we will. We're going to get that yellow card. Antonio Noosa just scored, but then now he's got to eat that yellow card and give Pepe a free kick right now. 4 minutes of the extra time. We're now at the 46th minute. He better take his time here. Pepe's been playing incredibly well for Ivory Coast thus far in this game, and now he is fouled, or I should say, there's a yellow card against Norway. Great crosser. There's a great opportunity. Oh, just towards the right post. Oh, my God. Just towards the right post. Are they going to give it a goalie? Yeah, they're going to give it a goalie kick out. They're going to give it a goalie kick out. They're going to give it a goalie kick out. So now we've got about 4 some minutes. Hey, they better relax and be careful there with the ball. All right, Norway giving a surge here just before. We've got a minute and a half before the end of the first half here. We got a minute and a half before the end of the first half. What can they do here? What can they do here to finish strong? Norway with possession right now. They realistically, they could just chill. They don't got to see if they can pour it on, albeit they have, tried to take their advantages earlier in this game. If you're Ivory Coast, you don't want to have no mental lapse and fucking be lackadaisical with that ball. Mexico hasn't passed around the 16 since Germany cursed them 50 years ago. Shit. Well, I mean, they're in a unique situation where you're playing at home. So if there was ever an opportunity to break that curse, now that even Germany's out as well, here's your chance. All right, well, we got 20-some seconds. Let's see if somebody can go on a little bit of a run. Norway, once again, maintaining possession. They might as well just kick this backwards. Kick this backwards and force them to go to the end of the first half. Yeah, just chill with possession, and that's exactly what Norway's going to do. That's exactly what Norway's going to do. We about to get that whistle. That is the end of the half. That is the end of the half. Norway has a 1-0 lead. Very good first half of football. Very good first half of football. Spectacular job there from Norway. But guess what? Ivory Coast, they may be trailing 1-0, but please do not think they are down and out. Under no circumstances are they down and out. EDB said you give up. Ivory Coast hasn't scored. You're going to buy your 14 grams of crack, then sell it? Sir, you got to relax. Oh, wait, let me try to get this clip uploaded for this hell of a shot. Try to get this here uploaded for IG. What a fucking score that was, man. That's a hell of a fucking goal. That's a hell of, no, EDP. No, it's what is it, EDB? EDB, not EDP, EDB. For Norway, they are on the board, and with the score, a 1-0 lead.
Gotcha, bitch.
Joy CM Media is now following.
Norway goal. All right. Can't leave quality attackers. Where to shoot? Am I a watch guy? No. I wear fitness watches. Too bad Argentina don't roll black folks though. Yeah, I think they're the only. Funny enough, they're the only squad in the entirety of this World Cup, you know, who does not have a single player of African descent, if you will. Nobody with a shade of black. Norway on the board. They take a early lead. Norway on the board. They take an early lead. Let me send this over to my drive, and then I will move. Okay, let's clear these out. And yeah, we should be good now. And now we got our clips for everywhere else. You know, they tried to ban my TikTok. They went to go ban my TikTok. FIFA already on my ass, fam. So it's clip for TikTok. Twitter, I got logged out twice. So they already coming for the clips. They already coming for the clips. The only way, like you try to even a 3 seconds, they not playing it. So I'm trying to have it as a quick flash as I possibly can. Because I already told y'all, like, FIFA, they don't play. Taco's in the bill. How's it going? Well, how am I feeling? Oh, I'm okay. I just got to go get myself some tea. Very strict with their regulations, indeed. It's like the mob. I experienced it. You'll see it on the video. You'll see it on the video. This score holds. You'll see very momentarily how strict FIFA happens to be. Leave out a donut and coffee for Brett. Hey, man, Hart. Well, U.S., France in the semifinals. That is a incredibly optimistic viewpoint for where things will go. You might as well put some money down, put $50 down on the U.S. to go all the way. That might win you like 4,000 or so. That might win you like 4,000 or so. Norway, and then Ivory Coast. There we are. Ja Cruz said, I inspired you to walk. Now you're about to walk 2 hours back home from your appointment while listening to me. I wish you luck. Hey, all right. Listen, I tell people all the time, when you were a kid, you used to run, and of course, if you didn't have any sort of physical ailments, but you would walk and you'd run everywhere. Think about it, and this is probably the best way for me to provide the appropriate amount of context to stuff. When you were a kid and you were going to school, right? If you were in New York City, the moment that public transportation was introduced, you're walking to the bus or you're walking to the train. You're walking from the bus or train to school. In school, you're walking from room to room, period by period. Lunch, gym, more physicality that's there. You're moving the entire time. After school, extracurricular activity, you're walking there. If it's a sport, you're now moving there. Going home, you're walking to said public transportation, and then you're walking from that location back to the crib. You're constantly moving. You have moments in which you're stationary, but for the bulk share of the day, you're on the move. Once you become an adult and you get caught in the hustle bustle of life, unless of course you happen to do a job or profession that requires you to now be somewhat on the move, you ain't moving. So the best way to kind of flip that back is to make a punctual, or not punctual, but make a point in your mind to say, yo, I'm going to move a set amount of steps per day to sublet how, stationary I happen to be. Introduce the 10,000 steps a day. Hour, 40 some minutes. I do 13,000 a day, so that's at least 2 hours if you're just walking. If you're running, you could get 13,000 in 70 minutes. So just move. Keep moving. Because the moment that you stop moving, that's when the problems begin. That's where the problems begin. You just find ways to move. Walking pads. I'm trying to poach a company into sending me one. Because the one that I bought from Amazon, it's toast, and it's been toast for a little bit. But I have a treadmill. So I've been able to go and keep up with that. But we're doing much more streams. I want to be able to just be able to go and walk on stream, no problem. So I'm going to see if I can get myself another walking pad. Rising desks, I used to think these shits cost a grandiose amount of money. You can get a rising desk for like $300, $400. This one cost me, I think, $500 because it's a massive size desk. That being said, get yourself a standing desk or a rising desk. Put the walking pad underneath, and if you don't care to track your steps, you can walk all day. I like to track my steps, so I have them here on my wrists. But the times in which I was tracking my steps while streaming and on the walking pad, I had my arm sleeve that I would put my phone in. I'd put it around my ankle as if it was an ankle monitor. I would strap in my watch down there, although it's not calculating my heart rate, but I'm walking, so I'm not really concerned about, heart rate in the midst of a walk. But I would just connect that there. Everything's on my ankle, and I'm walking. Remember, there was several different times during the NFL season where we're streaming primetime football. I'm walking the first half, damn near some of the games, the entire game. So you just got to keep moving. And I know, again, in the hustle and bustle of life, there's times in which you may not be able to make time. Completely understand. However, you've got to always remember, everybody's got problems until they have a health problem. And when they have a health problem, they only have a health problem. So you have to find a way to go and fit that in. Take that as my advice that I have there for you. Will Smith, say, hey, Adonis, what do I think has more pressure, the last penalty kick in order to win the World Cup trophy, or a Super Bowl winning 50-yard game-winning field goal with your team down 2? Well, they both kind of have the same amount of degree of difficulty. I think the difference is, at least in a penalty shootout, it's a one-on-one situation. In a field goal situation, it's 11 on 11, and you need 10 of your teammates who are on the field with you to do their job. And you have to hope that all 11 on the other side of the ball don't do their job. And then, of course, you got to do your job. Penalty shootout, it's 1 versus 1. All I've got to do is hope that you guess wrong, and I've got to make sure that I get it into the net. I can't overshoot it. I can't shoot it wide. I've got to get that sumbitch in the net. But I would say probably the field goal will be a little bit more difficult because there's more factors that are involved. But both are incredibly difficult. 50-yard field goals, easy for kickers. It's not the matter of the distance. It's all of the other factors that come in. It's not, just like with the penalty kick, it's not necessarily the distance of the penalty kick that makes it difficult. It's the weight of the situation that's there as well. And now here you are, because what was the name of the player for Argentina? I think it was Acuna. I think it might have been Acuna. I think that's what it was, and I apologize for butchering his name. But he had the penalty shot to win the World Cup. Imagine the pressure on your shoulders. Your country hasn't won since '86. Here you are alongside what many would consider to be the GOAT. You miss here. France has an opportunity. You must score. Everything is riding on that moment. So, of course, it's a heightened level of pressure. And the world is watching. The world is watching. It's not just the individuals who are inside the stadium. The entire world is watching. And in the case of football, soccer, bro, they don't play them games. Cost your team the game. Watch what the fuck happens. Same shit happens, nationally within the confines of America. But soccer, it's so much more. Because in America, football is indeed like the head honcho sport. In a lot of these other countries, soccer is the only sport. Like in America, how many people are in America right now? Like 350 some million, 300 something some million, right? In America. How many of them are football fans? Maybe like 100, some million. Some football fans that haven't exist over there, maybe even less than that, right? But there's so many other sports that are going on. So many. Oh, it's Acuna. Oh, so it was him. Okay, well, what do you know? There's so many other sports. So you can essentially diversify your disdain, if you will. Ah, man, my football team lost, but damn, if my basketball team win the championship, I'll get over it. Go to Argentina. Go to Brazil. We don't give a fuck about no cricket. We don't care about no damn track and field. Soccer's the only thing that folks care about. And it's the whole country. Fuck around and cost your country a victory in a crucial moment. Everybody is on your ass. So that's pressure. Now, albeit, that being said, I still think the field goal kick, because you have to depend on so much other people, it's a degree tougher. But that's my own subjective, opinion there. That takes nothing away from the moment for the penalty kick. They both are incredibly difficult. I just think because of the additional factors where multiple different people have to go out there and do their job, that's what makes it difficult. But truly, if you were to say the penalty kick is more difficult, I'm not going to fight you on that. That's my take. 347. Oh, wow. I was very close. Oh, shit. I didn't post this shit on the on Twitter. I didn't post this on Twitter. There we go. All right. Did I ever upload it on YouTube? I did not. I'm tripping. Well, then again, I'm not. I mean, we were having a discussion. I can't. We were having a discussion. Is it worth it on TikTok? I don't think it is. Is it worth it on TikTok for 20 follows? But there are some people who would fight, kill for 20 follows. Well, maybe not so much kill. That's neither here nor there. The second half is underway, ladies and gentlemen. The second half is underway. Pretty sure there was a national holiday in Argentina after they won the World Cup, or 100% they would. Germany's tie is going to get chewed out for that shanked kick. Indeed, the same thing that happened with
is now following.
For England. They had their black players received an incredible amount of racism towards them because they both missed the penalty kicks in, I think it was the World Cup in 2022, and it's the whole fucking nation. I think it was because Mans plays for Barcelona. I saw him when I went to Barcelona in January. Oh my God, his name. Don't tell me. Oh my God. Oh, what is his name? Oh, the fuck is his name? It's escaping me heavily right now. He's got a weird shaped head. Oh, he's skinny. Oh, well, they all skinny. Oh my God. He scored. Literally scored in the La Liga game I was at. Fuck, it's escaping me. Rashford. Fucking Rashford. There we go. Rashford, and then also it was the Euros. Well, there it is. It was a Euro. Okay, I thought it was a World Cup. It was a Euro because I remember I was watching it. It was brutal. That they had the
EDW 401 is now following.
But that type of stuff, bro. They not playing games, bro. They not playing games. Yes, he scored in this World Cup too. He did. Saka, yes, Saka and Rashford. Saka and Rashford. I saw a La Liga game in person. Yes, and I was 2 weeks late. I was 2 weeks late to Spain because I could have saw the El Clasico between Real Madrid and Barcelona, but it's the NFL playoff, so I didn't want to go out there 2 weeks early. So I missed an opportunity to go see El Clasico. Oh, Ivory Coast had a chance there too. Bro, they're knocking on the door. They just have to finish. They're knocking on the door. They just have to finish. Soccer was like 19 too. Yeah, that's why it's like, yo, bro, like I tell you right now, Spanish players love Lamine Yamal, right? He's an absolute prodigy. He will be the future of the sport. But let Spain be in a situation to where they can mess around and win it. Let Spain be in a situation where you make it to the World Cup final and everything is on the shoulders of that 19-year-old. And here you are in the position to go and win it on a penalty kick. You miss. They go back. Your opposition on the other end go and score and they win. Watch how they fucking turn on them. You'll be able to recover if you can bounce back. But watch how they mess around and turn on them. Here we go. Yet another corner opportunity here for Ivory Coast. This man has, I ain't gonna hold you. Number 11 from Ivory Coast. He's got to be funny. You can't convince me that's not a funny human being, son. Here we go. He's got a great attempt. It's going to be a headed out. His mannerisms thus far in the game towards the referee, he's been doing this all day. All day. You can't convince me he's not a funny human being. I promise you, he's probably the funniest dude on the team. He just has the intangibles of somebody who'll do funny shit. He just look like, what the fuck you want me to do? Yo, we here at the World Cup. You telling me to ball down the right spot? I had it over here. I've been playing this game my whole life. What are you talking about? It's not in the right spot. Good job from Norway to go and clear that, and then we're going to get a whistle now. Pepe looks like a funny dude, too. No, it's like the way that he's moving. He's like the way he just has the reaction of it there. Yeah, he's doing the Kabi lame indeed. Diamandi. Oh, that's going out the back. Yeah, they might as well just boot that up out of here. Do I think the games today will live up to the games from yesterday? Well, we got a lot of time. We'll see. It's the World Cup. Do I think that they will? It's going to be a very tall task. It's going to be a very tall task. Have I seen Mr. Nonchalant in France, aka Elise? That dude is a master at passing the damn ball. A master at passing the damn ball. The great one said, I'm missing out the lore on cricket, Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, England, Australia. Protests are insane when it comes to cricket season. Okay. Mr. Appy said since 2020 Euros, a lot of black players have missed penalty kicks. Gabriel for Arsenal and Champions League yesterday, only black players missed penalty kicks, including Germany and the Netherlands game. And you know there's going to be incredible, opportunity there for the people who like to leverage prejudice to get online and voice their displeasurements. Call them that for their national flower. Okay, South Africa. Ah, damn, they didn't allow my snake and alligator video on YouTube. Pain. It is what it is. You gotta have a chance. Who's winning? Portugal versus Croatia, France, and Sweden. I think France will take Sweden. Portugal and Croatia can go either way, and Portugal did not play very good outside of their game against Uzbekistan. I think they underperformed heavily. Here at the 53rd minute, all Norway thus far. Ivory Coast got to see if they can take advantage at one particular point and go on a bit of a run here. Here comes Norway. All right, Norway's got numbers. Somebody's got to come join them. Oh, my God. Look to your left, bro. Nusa was by himself. Nusa was by himself the whole time. Man's never picked his fucking head up. Oh, my God. He never picked his fucking head up, fam. That's got to hurt. Nusa, who scored the goal first early, Mans was right there by himself. He's damn near doing jumping jacks, running down the pitch, and his teammate never saw him. His teammate never saw him. Not just being Guinea said, have I tried NFL Parry yet? No, I have not. It's a website where you can predict the team schedules and all that other stuff. Everyone on the internet is doing it right now. Some people are filled with delusion. Shit, I didn't even know that existed. The more you know. All right, I got to send it into Pepe. Let's see if he could set something up over here. Great pass. He got to take a shot. There's an opportunity. Oh, another fucking save. Spectacular saves right there from Norway, denying the Ivory Coast a goal. Two very good shots on goal there. Just even better blocks and saves from the Norwegian players there. Magnificent fucking block right there. And then on the shot there from Pepe, even better save there. The thing is, cricket games can go on for so many damn hours. All right, here we go. Can Norway take advantage? Oh, they're looking for a handball. They're not going to get it. They were looking for a handball. They're not going to get it. One thing nobody's asking is where Bronny going? Wherever Bron goes. But once Bron retires, Bronny at best got a season and a half to make something happen. He can't do that. Get ready for the G League, brother.
Gotcha, bitch.
Just Gaming Quinny is now following.
Portugal versus Croatia. Portugal can win because Portugal has a better defensive and attack. Well, we'll have to see. Here comes Ivory Coast. They're going to have to try another opportunity here. If they could take a shot, very weak strike. Unfortunately, it's going to be another save there for Norway. A denial against the Ivory Coast. FIFA president is here for this game. I think he'll probably end up being in Mexico later this evening for Mexico and Ecuador. I don't think he'll be able to make it in time for the France game. Here comes Norway trying to go and give a little bit of a run. Noose on the outside, not able to do anything. There's going to be a foul, and I think it's going to end up being a free kick right there. Probably trying to keep Holland fresh near the end. Game has a lot of transition moments. Yeah, they've got him out and running for the most part. It's going to be a free kick here for Norway.
Gotcha, bitch.
The Great Optimus is now following.
Here we go. It's going to be a free kick for Norway. I think they're going to see if they can set up. They're going to try to set up a header to that. We're going to get the whistle. It's a free kick for Norway. They're going to try to set up a header for that damn Super Boo variant. Holland, I feel it in my spirit. They're going to try to see if they can set up a header. There's the free kick opportunity right off his head into the hands of the goalie. Ivory Coast able to prevent a score there. I don't even think it actually hit him. It might have been a damn teammate over there. You felt it, and they were trying to see if they could set it up. Not happening here. There's a pass there for Ivory Coast. You got to take it. You got to take advantage. You got to take advantage. You got to take advantage. One more pass. One more pass. Don't go to the outside. That's a bad decision. That's a bad decision. Ron might be a warrior. He'll be the last of the group to get signed. Ivory Coast got a chance here. Pepe with the pass. Oh, it's right off Sano's hand, I think. Oh, actually, no. No, it's not. I said Sano. Nusa. They got to see if they can set something up over here. You got to reset it, reset it, reset it, reset it, reset it. Send it back to the middle of the pitch. Send it back to the middle of the pitch. They keep trying to play that left side. It's not there. They've primarily found more strength when they've gone to the right-hand side of the pitch. Oh, this man is hype as hell. He was able to go and take some photos with the damn ball. Homie caught it in the crowd. You hope somebody calculated how many the total distance of the FIFA president has traveled this whole tournament? Oh, 110% somebody on Twitter did it. 110% somebody on Twitter did it. Bonnie has been subbed out of this game. Why he coming into this game here? Here comes Norway. See if they could try to do something over here. Enough is there good defense from the Ivory Coast, suffocating them here. Even better pass. Are they able to maintain possession? Yes, they are. Oh, not for long. Oh, my God. Norway had a chance right there. Norway had a chance right there. We've got 7 minutes until the final hydration break if we don't see. Oh, why it's going the other way? There's no hydration. Actually, no, it would be the final hydration break across the board. There's no hydration break in extra time. There's no hydration break in extra time. France and Spain need to be eliminated if Portugal has a chance to advance to the semifinals. Or Portugal's just going to have to beat them, but I don't think they have the capabilities to do that. But this is still football, so given that's the case, hey, it's any day of the week right now. All right. Hasani said you just saw the last show. Don't let the happiness haters succeed. Oh, it'll never succeed. They'll never succeed. I don't think haters can ever, dictate or change, my view or my happiness for enjoying sports, let alone anything on the internet. I never get too high on the highs, so I refuse to allow myself to get low on the lows. It's not happening. And I wouldn't even consider that a low. It's just social media. The anonymity of things, prompt individuals to just say anything online. So if you happen to be somebody whose plans to become a content creator at one point down the line, you got to keep that in mind. There's always going to be somebody who's got something to say. You can't please everybody. I've told the story before. For those who happen to be in the chat room right now, I'll tell you again. The very first DM I've ever received, ever, in social media, if I still had my original Facebook page, I'd show it to you. Very first DM I've ever received. Hey, it was from a lady. I think she was like in her 40s or something. Hey, how do I see less of your videos? I gave her a tutorial on how to block me. I could have been a dude. Hey, what were you talking about? Very first DM I've ever received. If I was thin-skinned, I'd probably stop making videos right there. If Norway had beaten France, would have to face England, Brazil, and Argentina. Scratch said it's low-key hilarious. Yeah, it's funny now. At the time when you're like just throwing stuff up against the wall and you're just trying to get something to connect. Because you got to remember, like my first video, well, we got another corner right here. This is the 12th. This is the 12th corner for the Ivory Coast in this game, bro. And for whatever reason, they haven't had a decent look at the goal since very early in the first half. Ever since then, every single corner has came up an absolute failure. You're saying you got to move the ball over? Okay. All right, here we go. 12th corner opportunity here for the Ivory Coast. Can you make this one count? Oh, they got it up. They got a chance. Oh, it's a great denial right there. You got to take your shot on goal. You got to take your attempt. They're going to try to see if they can hang it up again. Another denial. There's a header inside. They can't quite get that kick. Holland's going to go and clear it. Oh, watch. He's flying. Holland's on the move over there. It's an airborne ball. Here comes Holland looking for the ball there. It's going to end up being cleared by the Ivory Coast going back the other way. That fucking Viking just went off, took off sprinting, bro. Scary looking human being that dude is. Scary looking human being that dude is. Freaking runs like a locomotive. Dude just took off running. Good Lord. That's a frightening looking human being. But yeah, basically with the DM, I mean, your first time, if you're just throwing stuff up against the wall, you're just hoping that something would stick, and you're just fighting for views. My very first video, I got 1,000 views on Facebook. After that, did not have, the same kind of success. I was getting maybe like some 50 here, 60 there, maybe some 100. Sometimes I'd go and break it there. So you're just hoping that something can land, and then you get a DM like that, it can really crush your spirit. All right, Norway's about to get their third corner of this game. Norway about to get their third corner of this game. Damn, they over there in the crowd making all kinds of noise. The Norwegian fans on their feet. By the way, since they I don't think they sell the tickets, letting you know what section you're going to be in. So let's just say because when I went to the Brazil game, I was in a primarily Brazilian, area with the fandom there. The Haiti game, the Scotland game, decent, split, and then the Atlanta game, it was all Haitians. All right, here we go. Here's a third opportunity. Oh, damn, there's a whistle. They're going to have to attempt again. I think there's a hugging situation here coming from the Ivory Coast. I guess they just now recognize what was happening because this has been happening earlier in the game as well. There's been a hugging and a blocking situation here when trying to set up the corner. We've seen that numerous different times. Another corner opportunity, the third one of the game here for Norway. They're going to have a chance on goal. Oh, they just had a great shot, but unfortunately could not get it into the net. And now the Ivory Coast is on the move. Can he go and retrieve this ball? No, he can't. It's going to get put out, and there's going to be a throw-in right now for the Ivory Coast. That was an incredibly close opportunity there, but I'm very curious if there was a foul on the Ivory Coast preventing Norway from getting a shot, a decent shot there on the goal. I think they're going to go and review it. I think are they reviewing right now to see if there's a potential penalty? No, they're going to go for a throw-in. Corners are very important, especially for Norway. Yeah, because you have that threat of that damn Viking and that massive head of his being able to get you a score. We've got 2 minutes, actually 1 minute until, the hydration break. There's a pice there for Ivory Coast. No, nothing. The ref is probably going to let this one ride and give him one last run. Good pass here. Norway on the move. They're going to go on a run just before the final hydration break of this game. Nusa, who scored a goal earlier today, he's now denied, and there's the whistle for the end. Oh, no, they're offsides. It's a wrap. They might as well go ahead and blow that whistle for the final hydration break. Final hydration break of this game. Coming up right now, Norway knocking on the door. Norway knocking on the door with a 1-0 lead to make their way to advance to the round of 16. On their way for the round of 16. They got a chance now to close this out. Ivory Coast got 22 more minutes. 22 more minutes to get the job done. For the Mexico games, the stadium in Mexico City fits 87,000, and other teams only get 10 to 20% of the tickets the rest are for Mexican fans. Well, they're very smart of how they did it because they want to create an actual, home field advantage. That's the smart thing to do. Yeah, Holland got that big ass fucking head. Like you can't miss it. Probably that's why he runs like that, because he can't pick his head all the way up. He's running because his head is sinking into his chest. Yeah, you're absolutely right. The game's still got to get played regardless. Did this post? I think it did. Oh yeah, we got it. All right. Praying for a Swiss win later. We'll see what ends up happening. People saying he looks like Super Boo. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier in the chat. Here we go. Final 22 minutes of this game. They're probably going to add a couple more. Oh, them boys is sweet. You can't convince me otherwise. They celebrating. Hey, it's the last day of June. Nonetheless, we've got probably 3 minutes of added time that we're going to get here in the second half. We're going to have maybe 3 additional minutes here of added time that we're going to get in the second half. Oh, Noose is coming off. The man who scored their lone goal is coming off for the remainder of the game. Yeah, hit that like button if you guys haven't already. Surprised they have Canada playing on the 4th and not the U.S. No, it got nothing to do with just sending players there. They had the brackets already predetermined in advance. So since they had the brackets already predetermined in advance, it's just a matter of you getting the W to then go and then play on that date. I did predict that it would be Norway that would take a victory here, but we got to keep in mind there's still a lot of game left to play. Oh my God, he had a chance and just kicked it right into the chest of the Norwegian players. Golly, brutal situation there. Ivory Coast, every single time they have a decent look on goal, there's a Norwegian player that's right there in front of them to deny them with their body. Like they just throw their body right into the doggone bowl. Throw their body right there into the doggone bowl. Nusa was on a tear. Indeed. Yeah. It was wild. It was absolutely wild. Shout out to the people on Kick. Who would have thought, you know, Kick still got a decent community over there. Shout out to the people over there on Kick and also on Twitch. I said Twitch, on Twitter as well. Twitter, surprisingly enough, has it grow out with the Twitter community. Been growing for years, so I appreciate y'all. We're now across 55-some thousand. Brazuli, what's going on? Oh, damn, look at the Norwegian crowd. Lou. They got themselves on television, so they hype about that. They got themselves on TV. I know they hype. We're now at the 73rd minute of this game. We've got approximately 20 more minutes left to go here. We got 20 more minutes left to go here. Let's see what Ivory Coast can do. Very good pass. Ivory Coast, you got to score here. Ivory Coast is giving way. They're giving chase. Ivory Coast on a run. Ivory Coast got a great pass. Oh, great touch pass right back. You got to shoot. He's got it! Ivory Coast with the equalizer in the 73rd minute. You knew it was coming. The entire damn game, they kept getting closer and closer and closer. It was a failure after a failure, but not anymore. Try again. And the Ivory Coast has now cut the deficit to 0 and tied the game at 1-1 with a spectacular Diallo. Right into the back of the net, made it right past the Norwegians to get the score, and even the score at 1-1. You thought this was ending in regulation? Not today. At least, not yet. We've got a tie game entering into the 75th minute. 15 more minutes left to play. Who will win in this game to advance to the round of 16? All right. What a score. What a score. Spectacular. Oh, my Lord. What a fucking score. That was beautiful. That was absolutely beautiful. That was absolutely beautiful. An amazing goal. An amazing goal to tie up this game. Spectacular. Oh, boy. Wait, make sure that damn echo's not on. Bacon, this happens 4 times in a row. One team takes the lead for damn near the whole half. The other one scores and wins. So the game, so Ivory Coast is gonna win. Well, we shall see. You better go and clear it. You better go and clear it. See what they can do here. Goal in the 92nd minute. You're calling it now. We shall see. We shall see. Let's see how Norway responds. Oh, he's still in the field of play. Norway with the field of play. All right, here we go. Ivory Coast going on a run here. Oh, damn, they just ran over another Norwegian player. It's Pepe on the outside. Norway can't seem to get in position. Pepe able to go on. Oh, he's going down. He's not going to get the penalty. They're not going to give him the penalty. They're not going to give him the penalty. The World Cup this year hasn't disappointed for sure. That's a fact. Then Paraguay scored first against Germany, and Germany ended up losing. That is true. And Germany could have potentially won the game, but then remember, Taz's header got denied because the other teammate was pushing on the goalie. So they had their score removed. Let's see how Norway is able to go and respond here. They're still maintaining possession here, entering into the 78th minute. We haven't seen too many touches here from Haaland. They've just been waiting to see if they could potentially go and get him in the right position there for a header. They're going to hang it up and send it right there to the Ivory Coast goalkeeper as we enter into the 78th minute. I'm trying to get the clip because I didn't record it on the I had to screen record it, so. Norway with the numbers. At least they had the numbers that was there. They had the numbers that was there, and then it was a missed opportunity. Nonetheless, they're in a very good spot. I should say Ivory Coast is in a very good spot at the moment. But something's got to give. Norway on the crosser. Ivory Coast is going to send that up. And, oh, he missed it. They should have cleared that. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. They should have cleared that, and they might just make them pay. They might just make them pay. You don't like how the top 8 third-place teams go through instead of the goal difference is met? A lot of the third-place team basically bet nothing for some teams except for the fun of it. Yeah, if you just straight up had nothing but draw the entire time, you could have, made your way through. Ivory Coast able to go here and clear it. They're going back out the other way. They better get this away from Norway, bro. Norway's right there. These motherfuckers is playing games. They playing games. They keep leaving it on their side of the field. That's a mistake. You better clear that and get that out of there. A Cooper flag. Oh, great touch pass right back. He gotta shoot. He's got it. Oh, they got an Ivory Coast player down. Oh, great touch pass right back. You gotta shoot. Oh, great touch pass right back. You gotta shoot. He's gonna. Yeah, they hype right now. They making all kinds of noise, but I don't think they were making that kind of noise a little bit earlier after that damn score. Oh, great touch pass right back. You gotta shoot. All right, here we go. Here's a clip. All right, let me see if they got the other highlight that is there. Put that together. Beautiful. All right. Oh, and they also got the ref cam, too. That works perfectly. We can put that clip together just in case if we have to go to extra time. That referee cam is fucking awesome. Now they're going to give the possession to the Ivory Coast after all, as we reach towards the 82nd minute here. We're getting closer and closer to the end, ladies and gentlemen. Norway, I ain't gonna hold you. Norway's gonna take advantage. Twin said, do I ever laugh at my own clips? From time to time. You're still mad to think that Netherlands is unbeaten since the 2010 World Cup, discounting penalties? Funny enough, yesterday on the stream, somebody said you can argue that they haven't lost since 2006. I said, that's interesting. Shit. All right, hurry up. Finish this damn clip here. All right, perfect. Am I streaming all day? Yes, I am covering all of the games here. Just got to get this clip for the score set up. All right, Ivory Coast. There we are. Beautiful. All right, we got that set up. We're going to send that over to Instagram. All right. Get back into the game. 84th minute, ladies and gentlemen. 84th minute. Here we go. 84th minute here, ladies and gentlemen. Norway, Ivory Coast. Jockeying for position to advance to the round of 16. Here comes Norway. Trying to see if they can get an opening. Nothing's there for them. Pass back over. Going to go and reset. Can they make a good pass inside? Ivory Coast is there to deny it. There's the header to the outside. Reset to the left-hand side of the field. They're going to go back towards the center to try to see if they can go and flip the possession over here. All right, there's the pass. A good shot inside. It's denied. I think there's going to be a throw-in.
Gotcha, bitch.
T1Z2G3 is now following.
85 minute. We're at now. Here at the 85th minute. Let's see if can Norway get themselves what would appear to be somewhat of the golden goal. Great pass. All right, Norway. Oh, damn, Ivory Coast just fucked up. They gave Norway an opportunity. Norway's approaching towards the box. There's a great pass. He's not going to take the shot. Oh, Holland's right there. Oh, my God. Super Boost got it. Super Boost just booted it inside of the net. Norway with the answer. That motherfucking homunculus. That damn human who was created in the lab. Able to get his 5th goal of the tournament. That damn man who runs the Viking. The damn homunculus. Norway, Super Boo, Holland with the score. That human that made Robot got the score, and it's a goal! Goal! Viking Boo with the score, and Norway takes a 2-1 lead with just 4 minutes left to go before added stoppage time. Ivory Coast was on the precipice of forcing extra time, but Norway said, go fuck yourself. It's time to hop into the boat and row your boat back across the ocean. Holland's got his 5th goal of this tournament in the chase for the Golden Boot. And that boo variant has now given Norway the advantage with 3 minutes left to play. Oh my God. And you damn right, we got to get the song one time for the one time, because you happen to see that man score. Hit it one time for the one time. Oh, wait, I got to turn. Hey, Holland with the score. Holland with the score to get them on the board. It's a 2-1 lead. We're at the 81st minute. What a score there for Norway. They taking advantage. They taking advantage, and now they just got to chill. Now they just got to chill. You knew it was coming. You knew it was coming. It was only a matter of time. Now Norway just got to chill. Oh, it's going to be a throw in here. How can they respond here? Ivory Coast gonna need somewhat of a miracle to try to tie it late. Can they make a run? Pressure here on Ivory Coast. How can they respond? Hey, they're in a very tough spot right here. They're in a very tough spot right here. I'm not going to hold you. It's going to take everything in their power to try to get themselves a response in this situation, because all Norway got to do is just chill, but it doesn't seem as if they're going to. All Norway has to do in this situation is chill, but it doesn't seem as if they're going to. Holland wanted to go get that dagger to end this game, but he's not going to get it. Ooh, boy. 7 minutes added time. They got 6 more minutes. What do you got? What do you got? If you're Ivory Coast, you need to be able to answer. There's more than enough time to be able to go and answer. Oh, Ivory Coast got a chance. Oh, no, damn. They were trying so hard to see if they could bait. They were trying so hard to see if they could bait that penalty. You're not going to get it. All right, Ivory Coast, you got to see if you can maintain possession here. Here you go. You got a chance. Missed opportunity there for the Ivory Coast. Oh, my God, bro. That pandemonium here at the end. Pandemonium here at the end. You've got 5 minutes. You've got 5 minutes if you're the Ivory Coast. You need to be able to go and answer. They're going to see if they can go and set up some sort of header. It's not going to be there for them. They got to reset back to the left-hand side of the field. Here we go. You got to take that shot. They're going to hang it up to look for the header. He completely missed it. Oh, Lord. Completely missed it. That man just put his ass right over that damn Norwegian player's head. Oh, my God. I don't think this is going to end up being a corner. Is it? Who is it off? All right. Which team impressed me so far? Colombia. Club in the house. What's going on? All right, let me get this damn Holland highlight. Or I should say that damn Holland song. All right, there we go. Let me try to get this Holland dance going. All right. Norway just got to chill. They don't have to score again. Norway just got to chill. They don't got to score again. They don't have to score again. They can just chill. They can just chill for the remainder of the game. But for Ivory Coast, they're going to need as much help as they can get. Ivory Coast is going to need as much help as they can get in this situation. Look at the Ivory Coast fans. They sick. The Ivory Coast fans is sick right now. But keep in mind, you still got time here. You still got time here. They're going to go and clear it. They got 3 more minutes. Ivory Coast is able to go get back possession. They're going to go back and get possession. Dictator will be watching this game. Indeed, they will. There's another header to go and clear it. Ivory Coast at the top of the box. Cigar is going to go down. Oh, boy, they're trying to see if they can get themselves a free kick. All right, there you go. You're going to get yourself a free kick, but you got to move with a sense of urgency. Now's not the time to go back and forth and argue, bro. What are you doing? Why would you walk? Oh, bro, the longer that you have these altercations, the more time you're going to lose, bro. Now's not the time to go and pop off and get in people facing shit. Time is fleeting. Time is fleeting. Oh, boy, yo, they wilding right now. Fucking Norway's in their heads. You literally got 3 minutes. If you guys can't make a comeback and win, then you could go shake on him after the fact, fam. Mans is wrong. He dead wrong for putting his head on him. But fuck all that, son. The hell is that? The hell is that? What the fuck's playing? Oh, I think this was, oh, that's LeBron James clip. Why the fuck did the LeBron, oh, that's Twitter that's open. I'm bugging. Oh, that's from when I uploaded on Twitter. Yeah, Twitter, there was a, that's what ended up opening. Okay. All right. I was like, what the hell is that? Young Jeezy music, I think. Free kick here for the Ivory Coast. Here, there's the shot. Can they get the score? Oh, it's denied. Norway with a spectacular save with everything on the line. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Across the ocean. They're going to give a corner opportunity here to failure. They went for the corner. It's not going to work out, and they're going to give the possession to Norway. Norway's on the precipice. They're almost there. W save indeed. William giving out gifts. Hey, Holland with the score. Holland with the score to get that. Are they going to give him a corner? I think they are. Right now, we're at the 97th minute. This is the last opportunity right now for the Ivory Coast. Everybody's on their feet. This is your last corner that you have in the World Cup. This is it right here. I want to see that flag go up. I want to see that flag go up. It's time right now. We've made it to the 97th minute. Added time has now since elapsed. They're going to give Ivory Coast a corner. This is your last opportunity to force extra time. There's the header. It's not denied. It's denied. It's denied. The referee's going to let them go. The referee's not blowing the whistle. Bro, you got to go now. Oh, there it is. There's a final whistle. It's all over. It's all over. Norway advances to the round of 16, their very first victory ever in the knockout stage. Ivory Coast, the dream of advancing, is all over. A spectacular score, a goal in the clutch from Holland at the 86th minute to win it and force an advancement into the round of 16. But for the Ivory Coast, unfortunately, your journey ends here and you'd have to get aboard the train. But your ride would be short-lived because you've arrived at Elimination Station and you go somewhere different. For your failures of being able to take advantage of your equalizing goal to even up the score at 1 apiece. Your failures of denying that homunculus discount super boo in the face Erling Haaland from giving his squad the lead. Consider your names written down to Death Note because your dreams of continuing the quest for Africa to win the World Cup has been absolutely deleted. It's over for you. Clock out. Go home. You're deleted.
There's only one thing left to do. Gotta write their names in the death note. Delete! Delete, 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 delete. Deleted! Present for you. Delete.
You will rest in peace.
Delete confirm.
Welcome to hell, motherfucker! I hear the Shadow Realm's lovely this time of year. Let's find out if it's true.
Some of them going to sleep for good.
It's all over.
You lose.
Your quest of advancement?
Failure.
Because what are they eating?
Fresh hot ales. Fresh hot ales. Fresh hot ales. Fresh hot ales.
Fresh, hot ales. Get your lemons.
It's over. You lose.
Pack them all the way up. Ivory Coast, it's a wrap. Hell of a damn valiant effort, but it's all over for them. Congratulations to Norway. They advance to the round of 16 on a spectacular finish in this game. We will be live again later this evening. I said later this evening. In a couple of hours, we're live again because France and Switzerland take center stage. Next game, we shall see who will walk. Oh, pardon me. I said Switzerland. I meant Sweden. Sorry. It will be France and Sweden. And after Erling Haaland has moved himself into second place in the race for the Golden Boot, there will be two individuals who will be jockeying for position to potentially pass him up. One being the reigning, defending, undisputed a Ballon d'Or winner in Dembele, and his teammate, the Dictator.
Gotcha, bitch. Savvy is now following.
Kylian Dictador. Kylian Mbappé, Kylian Dictador. El que manda en el campo, el hombre de fe. Kylian Mbappé, Kylian Dictador. Si yo pido el trono, yo ya lo tomé. Kylian Mbappé, Kylian Dictador.
I will see you in 2 hours. Eddie, take us out.
Good night. Suck my dick. Bye-bye.